Okay, maybe this time I won't cut off my head. Hey everybody, it's my turn. It's Jordan. It's Friday. Welcome to Friday. Woo! Alrighty, so this is a very random, it's my turn today, but I have a question for you, Internet. I have a question for you. Do you know about this archetype of person? Maybe you knew her 10 years ago, maybe you still know her today, maybe she's deep in your past, but do you know this person girl who's irrationally obsessed with a foreign country? Do you know that girl? I've known this girl in many different variations throughout my entire life, and it's always a great time, a bit befuddling, but a great time to meet her and to be like, wait, so what? So you just love Spain? So you love Ireland? So you just love Italy? And when in high school, I had friends, we'll call them B, and this friend B, she loved Ireland, she loved Spain. She had never been to either, but she just knew she loved it. And I always just gave her such a hard time for it because I was like, how do you know? Like, how do you even know that you love this country? And also there's so many friends who, especially who grew up in the Midwest out here, that they go to college and they just know they want to be a Spanish major. And it's like, well, how? How did you know that? Now, I should say, now I've evolved through the years, and in high school, I mean, on a serious note, I think part of me felt threatened by someone's deep love for something that wasn't something I felt a deep love for. And that's really interesting, right? I mean, why should anyone feel concerned when someone walks up to me and says, I love baseball? Why should that make me feel bad? And there's part of a people-pleasing aspect there, I'm sure, and there's part of a wanting to like connect with people and wanting to relate to them on the things that they love. But as I've gotten older, I've realized that I love when people are passionate about anything. I mean, if they're passionate about a foreign country, that's great. But I always wonder how this happens, right? Is it this sort of fetishization of the fact of something being different or foreign? Is it the fact that there's a confounding variable effect, right, in statistics, that if you have either multivariable, wow, this is bad. I hope none of my statistically minded friends are watching this, but I think it's multivariate regression, where you have multiple variables and you have to regress what percentage of the variance is described by those variables. And there's something called a confounding variable, where effectively what I'm trying to say is the reason why you love Italy is not because you love Italy, but it's because that when you're in Italy, you're staying in hostels and hotels and you're having grand experiences with people. You're not actually just sitting in Italy and dealing with the crap that Italians have to deal with, which is whatever, I guess. I don't even know. I guess being in Italy, I think like the church is like a weird power thing. And I think that Italians supposedly... well, actually, I should probably be careful here, but I understand that in northern Italy, Italians can be more racially minded and things of that nature. But anyway, Italy has its own problems, you know. France has its own problems. The United States has plenty of problems. We, like Philadelphia Eagles fans, are very quick to criticize our own and to say how many problems the United States has. I, for one, like the United States. I still do a lot. I am a pretty American person, obviously, and I guess I own that. Although there's so much vitriol for American people, but yeah. So, do you guys know this person? Do you guys know the girl who's irrationally obsessed with foreign countries? I'm okay with her now. In fact, I'm very okay with her. I think she's great. But 10 years ago, I was threatened by her because I was insecure and I was fearful that I didn't love the right things or that I wasn't interesting by loving foreign countries. Now, with all that said, I actually really love foreign countries too. In fact, I don't think there's any country... I think there's countries that are scarier, like kind of the Venezuelas and Irans and Syrias of the world and North Koreas, where it's like, I don't know how I would do as a clearly American person in those countries. I would probably find a way to die within the first 72 hours, but maybe I'm being a bit hyperbolic here. But do you guys know this person? What do you think about her? Is she great? Is she your friend? Is she a Latin major in high school? High schools don't have majors. Did she study Latin and then find out she was obsessed with Greece and Greek culture in college, and then went to Greece and then said everything in Greece was perfect, and you're like, but was it though? Was everything in Greece perfect? Or was your experience in Greece on a very specific traveling trip perfect? Because those are different. But I don't want to judge anyone. I love you guys. What do you think? Am I totally wrong in this judgment that I'm passing? Probably. I'm kind of a mean guy sometimes. All right. Love you guys. Happy Friday.